Welcome students. Welcome for the another session on the first chapter. Today we will be discussing on empirical formula and molecular formula. Using empirical formula, we will determine the molecular formula. In our previous discussion, we have understood what is meant by a molecular formula. It is a symbolic way of representing a compound or a molecule. Now, how to determine? There are various methods that we do in the laboratory in the higher classes to determine the molecular formula. First, we understand the basics of how to determine molecular formula for a given compound or a molecule. For this, we should know the knowledge of empirical formula. So, today's topic of discussion is empirical formula for molecular formula. Empirical formula represents the simplest whole number ratio of various atoms present in a compound, whereas the molecular formula shows the exact number of different types of atoms present in a molecule of a compound. Okay. Now examples will make clear. Molecular formula for benzene is C6H6, whereas empirical formula for benzene is CH. Means what? Empirical, see the definition. Empirical formula represents the simplest whole number ratio. Simplest form of 6:6 is 1:1. Therefore, empirical formula for benzene is CH, whereas molecular formula for benzene is C6H6. Molecular formula will give you the exact number, whereas empirical formula will give us the simplest whole number ratio. That is the difference between the empirical formula and the molecular formula. One more example. Molecular formula for hydrogen peroxide is H2O2, whereas empirical formula for hydrogen peroxide is HO. Correct? Yeah. Now, we will go for third example for the empirical formula and the molecular formula. Take the example of glucose. Glucose molecular formula is C6H12O6. Now, if you take the ratio of 6:12:6, we will get 1:2:1. Carbon 1, hydrogen 2, oxygen 1. So 1:2:1 is the simplest ratio for 6:12:6. Therefore, empirical formula for glucose is CH2O, whereas molecular formula for glucose is C6H12O6. That means I think I have made it clear with these examples what is empirical formula and what is molecular formula. How to calculate? For this, we require the knowledge of percentage composition. That's why the percentage composition chapter was discussed before empirical formula and molecular formula. So, knowing the knowledge of percentage composition and respective atomic masses, for this you have to refer the atomic mass tables. Normally in the examination for the calculation of molecular formula or empirical formula, atomic masses will be given. If not, table will be given in the form of log table or the Clark's table. So in that book you refer the atomic masses. So atomic masses are not to be by hearted. They are given in the examination, either in the question itself or in the extra supplement known as log table. Okay. So using the percentage composition and atomic mass, we will go for the calculation of empirical formula. Then we will go to the molecular formula. Examples makes clear. First example is a compound contains 4.07% hydrogen, 24.27% carbon, and 71.65% chlorine. Its molar mass is 98.96 gram. What are its empirical and molecular formulae? Yeah. So for this, to make the calculation simple, draw the table. All these are columns. First column is how many different kinds of atoms are there in a particular compound. He has told it contains hydrogen, carbon and chlorine. I have written here. Carbon, hydrogen, chlorine are the three different kinds of atoms present in this compound. Their symbols C, H and Cl. Now percentage composition will be given, I told. It is given in the question only. So carbon 24.27, hydrogen 4.07, chlorine 71.65. Atomic masses are also given, or you refer the table 12, 1 and 35.5 for the chlorine. Now our next step is what? Next step is, if you divide the percentage composition by 12, that will get the number of moles of that element. Please recall our previous discussion. For 18 gram of water, this much is the oxygen. For 100, how much? So we have calculated. Now we are going ulta, reverse. Okay. So dividing the percentage of element by atomic mass, we will get the number of moles of that particular element. So divide 24.27 by 12. The answer is 2.02. Similarly, 4.07 by 1 equal to 4.07. 71.65 by 35.5 equal to 2.02. So these are number of moles of carbon, hydrogen and chlorine. They are not in the whole number, they are in the fraction. So to make it the simplest form, we have to divide all these numbers by the out of these three, which is the least number that you have to select. With that least number, you have to divide. Here the least number is 2.02. So divide this answer by 2.02. That means 2.02 by 2.02, 4.07 by 2.02, 2.02 by 2.02. Why? Because to get the whole number, atoms fully participates. We have studied in the laws of chemical combination. Because these are in the fractions, to get the whole number, we are doing all these. Okay, so divide these by out of these two, which is simplest that you select. With that number you have to divide, and here are the answer: approximately 1, approximately 2, approximately 1. That means there is one carbon, there are two hydrogen, there is one chlorine. That means this is the simplest what ratio of the atoms. Simplest ratio means what? Empirical formula. So now using this we will make a empirical formula. So empirical formula equal to C1H2 and Cl1. See, C1H2Cl1. One I have not shown here, it is understood. So once you make the empirical formula, now you calculate the empirical formula mass, its mass. What is the mass? How many elements are there in that? You sum all their masses. That is the mass of the entire formula. So one carbon, two hydrogen and one chlorine mass you add. Here I added here. So this is the empirical mass of this compound 49.5. Now we will go to the calculation of the or determination of the molecular formula. For this, one more step is there. That step is molecular formula is equal to empirical formula n times. Okay, here is the formula. What is n here? N is equal to molecular mass by the empirical mass. So what is the molecular mass here? It is given in the question itself, 98.996. So n equal to 98.96 by its empirical mass. Empirical mass already you have calculated, equal to 49.5. So n equal to 98.96 by 49.5. That gives you approximately 2. So once you know the value of n equal to 2, that value you have to substitute in this formula. So molecular formula equal to n times of empirical formula. So what is the empirical formula? CH2Cl, you put a bracket here, like this, you put a bracket here, okay, bracket, and n times. N equal to how much here? N equal to 2 here. So when you remove the bracket, C 2 times, H2 2 into 2 4 times, Cl 2 times. Now the molecular formula becomes C2H4Cl2. In this way, using the percentage composition, we have calculated the empirical formula as well as the molecular formula. For this, we should know the molar mass and atomic masses. Atomic masses from the table, molar mass will be given in the question itself. I think it is made clear, but still we will go for the one more example. A substance on analysis give the following percentage composition. Now you see the composition and see the table. Three different kinds of elements, their symbol, their percentage composition, their respective atomic mass. So divide the percentage by the atomic mass, we will get a what relative number of moles. Okay, which is the fraction to make it a whole number. Out of which least number is, I think this is 0.94. So 1.88 by 0.94, 0.94 by 0.94, and similarly 2.83 by 0.94. The answer is 2, 1 and 3. So empirical formula becomes Na2CO3. What is the question here? Question is calculate the empirical formula. So he has not asked the molecular formula. So no need to go for the molecular formula. For molecular formula, we want molar mass. So he has not given. So we will wind up here only for this example. Now we'll go to the third example. This is the compound of carbon and hydrogen. Respective percentage is given and the atomic mass are given. And molecular mass is given. When the molecular mass is given, you have to calculate the molecular formula, element, percentage, respective atomic mass, 80 by 12, divide this by this. So this is the fraction. Least number is what? Least number is 6.66, divide 1 is to 3. So C1H3 is the empirical formula. Then mass 1C12, 3 hydrogen 3, totally 15. So N equal to molecular mass by empirical mass, same formula, equal to 2. So put the value of N equal to 2, we will get C2H6. It is nothing but what? Ethane we learnt in the 10th class. Example. 1.08 gram of aluminum combines chemically with 0.96 gram of oxygen to form an oxide. What is the empirical formula of the oxide? Okay, only empirical formula, right? So these are the two elements I have taken in this way, horizontal way, and their percentage composition divided by respective gram atomic mass, we will get 0.04 and 0.06. Okay, least number is what? 0.04. Divide it. So this by this answer is 1 is to 1.5. Again in the fractional, So to round off 1 is to 1.5, this is what? 2. If I take 2 here, okay, 2's 2 and its half equal to 3. Okay, so it is 1 is to 1.5 means nothing but 2 is to 3. So therefore, the empirical formula for this oxide of aluminum equal to Al2O